it's been a while since I uploaded a video, so I thought maybe I should upload a video. So that's what I'm doing. A while ago I got this. It's a drone. It's one of the cheap $30 kids toy drones you'd get from Target. But it's actually not too bad. And I thought, I have a 3D printer, I could make something a little better. Because the battery life lasts about 2 minutes. And while it flies, it can be fast and more powerful, I think. This may be a complete failure, or a stuff-up, but it may work. Let's go! So, a day or two ago, I can't remember, I pulled the original rotors off the drone. There's 4 of these, obviously. And I redesigned this. Instead of 2, there's 3. And it's a little bigger. I designed this actually for another motor. My original plan was to get one of these little hobby motors and just put a little attachment thingamajiggo onto one of these. The propeller sits on that, get a more powerful battery. But I thought, well, instead of having to redesign the entire thing, why don't I just make these, or design these to go on this. So I designed it, and I went to go print it and realised, hang on, it's not going to fit. The propellers, well, they touch each other like that. Too big. So I need to redesign the body of the drone as well. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. Redesigning the body of it, making some new propellers, and putting it all together, making it look pretty fancy. It'll look like crap, but anyway, and I'm going to upgrade the battery. So, see how that goes.
Okie donkey. Right, so here's the, oh no, this one here. This is the original propeller I designed, so that's this one. Just a normal 3-bladed propeller. So basically, the original idea was to get a little motor like this. I'm not 100% sure if you can see that. Yep, you can see that. That little motor there. And this thing here was going to go onto the shaft of the motor, so that bit there. So basically, this bottom cylinder thingamajiggo there would go over the shaft of the motor. And then I would have this square bit here, the rectangular prism bit, fit into the bottom of the propeller here, this bit here. So that was my original idea if I wanted to upgrade to these little motors. However, I decided that I may be able to do something a little different by getting this propeller and designing it so it fits over the existing shaft of the drone motor. So that this one here, it's identical except for this bottom bit here that has a hexagon that fits over the existing shaft of the drone. So what I need to do is I need to print this here. I need to print this propeller, and I also need to design or redesign a base plate for the drone and a mount for the new battery. So this is the old battery here, just a little 3.7 volt 600 milliamp drone battery, just a little one. And this battery here is 3.8 volts with 1550 milliamps, so 2.5 times the capacity of the original battery, which will be a lot more, well, hopefully last a lot longer. It's double the weight of the original one, but it's also 2.5 times the power. So now I just have to design the base plate. So I'll start a new one. Okay. I'll design this in segments because I can't fit it all on my printer. So the first thing I'm going to design is each arm. basically here is, well, yeah, this is just one arm of the drone. So all I've done here is I have, well, just basically, as I said before, designed an arm. This little section here is to hold the motor in, and this is to hold the actual shaft of the that the propeller goes in. And because it's actually geared down, I had to make these two holes here. So this one and this one, I had to make those two to fit the gearing and all that sort of stuff in. So I've designed those, I got to print that, and now I also got to design the body of the drone. So I'll need to print 4 of these in one body. I'll need to make the body to fit all the electronics and circuitry and stuff, and switches and all that sort of fancy stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and do that while I print out this and some of these. Okay. See you then.
Okie dokie. So, I've printed 4 of these things. What I've done since I designed it was I just cut out 4 little sections here to take some weight out. I've moved the 2 holes for the rotor and the motor, and that's, well, pretty much it. My goal to get the whole weight of the body of this thing was about 34 grams, something like that. I'm at 37, so I didn't do too badly. The reason I had that in mind was the original, just the top half of the original drone was about 26 grams, something like that. So I wanted to try and get it fairly close, and I did it. Well, yeah, sort of. So I got the body as well. I designed and printed that so I can mount the circuit board on it. These go on there, and oh yeah, in case you didn't notice, well, you're blind if you didn't, I put the rotors on. All I got to do now is assemble all the electronics and batteries and stuff, and yeah, hopefully I'll fly it and it'll fly and not die. I also I'm going to test with these propellers first, and then I'm going to go to the 3D printed ones. Anyway, let's go. Okie donkey. What I've done is I've just hot glued down a bunch of things. Like I've hot glued down the lights, the little LEDs. I've hot glued down the little switch thing at the front. I put Velcro on the bottom to hold the battery in. Other than that, nothing's really changed. Oh yeah, when I first put the propellers on, I realized that they were on backwards. So yeah. Anyway. Word of warning, don't try and fly a 3D printed death trap around with a lithium polymer battery strapped to the bottom on an extremely windy day. I am a trained idiot. Okay, I have 2 options. Number 1, it's going to work. Number 2, it's going to go ballistic and crash and burn. Well, I'm guessing it's going to be option 2. Anyway, let's try this thing. Okay, well, what went wrong? Everything. So the main issue was, I believe, that the propellers were, because when I 3D printed it, I didn't get the tolerances perfect, and I had to keep making the hole a little bigger so it would actually fit, because the bottom part didn't like it. So eventually I got to the size that fit, and then it was too big, and it was everything was wobbling around. So what I did is I got the little, what are they called, spacers, shims, bushes, that's it, and out of the original drone, little metal things, and then put it in that. Now there's zero play, well, just about zero play in it whatsoever. Also, I don't think the wind helped either. So what I've done is I've recharged the battery, and I have put the little metal shims in, or little metal bushes in, and I've just fixed up the Velcro bit because that was not working as it should. Other than that, I haven't really touched it, so I'm going to go try it again and see how it goes. Okay, well, first test didn't go very well. Guess what? Some idiot realised that the battery, the original battery, was absolutely stuffed. Like, I mean, dead. It doesn't work anymore. So I got another wind, go away. I got and it comes okay. So I got another battery that's compatible with the board, the flight controller board, and put that in. And as I said before, I've also got the metal things that I put in, so hopefully it'll work a lot better now. That's way better. Oh, that is so much better. That's awesome. It's not the most stable thing to control. Well, yeah, it's not the most stable. But I can tell you right now, it takes off. And yeah. Yeah, not the most stable flying, but it takes off like a rocket. I will upgrade the battery to one that has about 2.5 times the capacity of the original one. I believe I said this earlier in the video. But other than that, it works really quite well. It's lighter than it was. Now all I need to do is upgrade the propellers with 3-bladed propellers that are also bigger. I may go to 4 depending on how stupid I feel. Anyway, so I might go and do that and see how it goes. Alright. So what's the verdict? Well, I'm quite happy with this thing. It's pretty decent for a drone that took me like maybe 3 hours to print. Something like that. What happened? Some idiot, not mentioning names, me, decided to lose the battery. Like 2 minutes after flying it the first time. Yeah. I did get the short bit of footage before, but I lost the battery before I got a chance to put the new blades on it, hence why I've still got the old ones. And then, I did say I'm going to upgrade the battery. Well, I did. I made the battery that goes on the bottom of it, the bigger one. Well, I don't know what goes on with it, honestly. The drone turns on, it connects to the remote, I touch the throttle and it just goes, "Buh," and dies. The lights go out, it just completely dies. I don't know what goes on. The propellers don't even start spinning. So, no idea what's going on. Until I get a new battery, there's nothing I can do with it really, except look at it and maybe do some cable management, because cables are sort of everywhere. Anyway, well, it's the end of the video. Thanks for watching. I'm the Exo-Engineer.